We're live. Nope, that's not the show. It's Sunday's listening sesh. I'm here. It's a new look, same great show. I've had these guys on before listening sesh on some other projects, but this is Subterrane out the UK's brand new project, entirely produced by and also featuring raps from Rook. You know what that means. I said UK. I said UK. I think soundboard might be a little quiet for you guys, but it sounds good. We international, baby. I know that we can't have necessarily all of our usual chat room friends because it's like middle of the workday over here in LA or in America, but it's the evening over there in the UK, and so whenever you're able to tune in, thanks for joining us. This project came out, I don't know, a couple weeks or last week.
The last Bandcamp Friday, which was like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Couple weeks ago, yeah. And in case y'all didn't get a chance, or if you've already heard it, still. We're gonna get a chance to talk to the guys about it again. That's Subterrane right below me. That's Rook next to me. Let's see. First of all, before we get to rocking, how are you guys doing over there in the UK, man?
Yeah, all good over here.
Chilling.
Yeah, bro. Good. A lot better than the start of the week. I've been ill, but it's getting a lot better now. So I'm mobile again. Doing shit again, so
I'm so glad to hear that. And what is that? Cracking a beer? So that means you're feeling better. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so all good.
We'd love to hear that. So this project is far from your guys' first time working together, but what brought this about? What was the thought when it was like we're gonna sit and do a collabo album, Sub2Fuge?
Yeah. Well, we're always working on stuff, like you say, and I think we just had a couple of things that we were working on, and a couple of things that we'd sort of done, and we thought, well, the beats were all there, and we're thinking we've got enough here to put a small EP together, and it only would have needed a few more verses here and there, and we would have it finished. So we thought, well, let's just do it. We're not doing anything else at the moment that's too, overwhelming. So obviously Sub-Zero -2 just got released just before that, and I was just like, let's just smash out something like this, just not put too much pressure on it, only needs a little bit to make it complete. Sure. And it's it was fun for us and very easy to do.
Yeah. So this was you had a bank of beats and was like, let's just do it. We work well together. Or I mean, obviously the beats were already Rook, but yeah.
I'm always sending in beats when I make them, oh, what do you think of this? What do you think of this? Sometimes even before they're finished, just see if he's feeling it. And then I'll maybe steer the beat in different directions depending, what he's thinking. And we just had a few of them that had built up over time. So it was may as well. All the sound was very cohesive. All the beats were similar styles. So
yeah,
I think there was a couple. Made sense.
Yeah, there was a couple as well. I think there was one sort of he sent over to me, and I kind of immediately had a 16 that I just wrapped it back to him on a voice note. And and then there was another one where I was just playing it over and over again, in my van, and I wrote about 3 verses to it because I was just really vibing off of it. And I was just getting loads of writing done because every time I was playing it, I was just really, really feeling it. So I just used that to inspire me to get a few verses down, and it just ended up coming together pretty effortlessly. But then I think, to be honest with you, we said before, that tends to be the way it is when we work together.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that it just kind of came about seemed right, organic, because as Rook said, like, it did sound so cohesive. I thought that you guys would have sat. I thought that, you know, you sat and was like, all right, we'll get here thematically and soundscape and all this shit. Like, nah, it just worked because you guys are both ill and had some time to lay the shit down.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
We're like always like voice noting each other and stuff in the day anyway, kind of thing. So like we're always talking and speaking. So like about obviously like music, but then non-music stuff. So a lot of like random ideas just kind of get thrown ad hoc in there, you know, like just off the cuff. It's just we don't ever really sort of say, right, we're gonna sit down and have a planning meeting. You know, it's just like just kind of on the go. So it's always feels like really easy, and we have I guess because like I've mixed a lot of sub stuff and me being producing, it sort of comes together quite quick and easy. There's not really like with this one. I mean, sure we'll get into it, but I think Sub was saying like let's go light on the features, whereas like the album was obviously really heavy on features because it was kind of just all me and him. There was no waiting around. So we wanted to knock it out quick. That's what Sub was saying, was basically like, let's see if we can make a quick EP. And that was kind of the driving force, was make it quick.
Yeah. Yeah, it only took a matter of a few weeks really to get most of it done.
Yeah.
See, again, this is really cool for me because I guess I haven't talked to you guys this deep about this shit at all, but I thought that, you know, again, that this will just be the Rook and Subterrane situation. I thought that the lack of features was like I don't know, even like more or like intentional or something. But you guys are just like, fuck that. We work well together. It's quick and it, you know what I mean. And when the more you bring other people in, the messier and time it takes. And you're right. You're right. Like I don't know if I've ever had such a comfortable ass album. Like this thing, it sounds like it just kind of, you know, it comfortably fell in, which is dope. Oh shit, MCP is in the room. Sorry, man.
What up,
I've been
MCP?
sitting here racking my brain about like making sure we're doing this show right. It's been a minute, but yo, Paranoia is, so speaking of features, who is it? Rook's on here. Paranoia is the only feature. Otherwise, yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, MCP, I know you got to go to work in a few minutes. It's like literally in half an hour. But if you have your Discord up, you could just, it should be pretty. Just click in if you want to cam up. You should, I think you just pop right up on this if you want. But otherwise, yeah, for those that don't know, that's real MC Paranoia in the chat. He's the only feature on this album. Besides, obviously, Rook produces the thing, but Rook also has a couple of verses on the album as well.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, most stuff that we put out, I certainly see everything I do as like Rook's joint project. Even like the Sub-Zero stuff, like I feel like it's ours. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like it's just mine. He's always like very heavily involved in everything I do. So.
I love that, man. You know what? Since we're talking about that, is there any reason to? There's no reason to. Later, we'll knock it out at the beginning. But speaking of Rook's a part of everything that you do, I hear, or I know that Rook is coming out your way to play live shows with you, so you guys can rock on the stage together.
Hell yeah.
There's a million things that's awesome about that, but also mainly that shit costs some bucks, and everyone and I know, you know, just as much if not more than anyone, I have spent years paying mad money to play shows before I started like getting into some money to play shows, and not even like shitty promoter business, like pay to play, pre-sale tickets, or you got to come out the ass $400 or whatever. Not even that. Got over that fairly early. But then it's like, if you have a band, you got to pay the band, or there's travel money. There's like rehearsal. It's like, if I'll rent the studio, or I got to buy dinner for a whole band type shit. Like, I know the costs, and so by that, like I know I never really understand too practical, or I never really hear anyone talking too practically about the Bandcamp release. It just, it usually just, it's like, the artist gets the most buck bang per buck, or buck per bang, if we buy it off of Bandcamp, and it's still only like, I think the price is like £5, which is like $6.80 in US dollars. So like, just pick it up. Says the guy. I don't know if you guys just saw the alert. I just realized that I hadn't actually officially picked it up, so I just picked it up before the show.
Thank you for that, bro. Appreciate it.
I mean, I always meant to. I just never. Sometimes I forget that I didn't. I was like, what the fuck? So, and so for this though, there's a lot more intentional purpose for these Bandcamp bucks, and that's to help Rook pay for the show, and or both of these guys pay for whatever else expenses come from rocking out, because that's the situation, and there's nothing cooler, I think, for people to like know that this is directly what this project, or this is trying to fund, right? Like, that's did I get that right? That's what this Bandcamp campaign is.
Yeah, everything is going to go towards Rook's train ticket down here, because once he's here, it's there's not really a great deal of expense, because he could stay here at my house. It's just which saves a lot of the that would probably be the most expensive if I have somewhere to stay. But like, it's just the train ticket down here, and then that should be.
Yeah, because like me, I guess you guys in the US don't know, but like me and Sub probably live about 5-6 hours away from each other by train, and like trains in the UK. So I'd have to get 3 trains, I think, to get to Sub, and like train fare's not cheap here, so it's like if if we put some sales towards that, and then Sub's kindly letting me stay with him, it's like virtually it's just like very cheap for me to support support him.
It's a lot. It's a long way. It's it's a quite
yeah.
One of y'all got a Cash App? You guys don't do Cash App, huh? You guys are PayPal?
PayPal usually, yeah.
I only really use I only use PayPal. I don't know about Rook, but I think you got the same.
Is there like a at Rook? Do you have like a at? I don't even know how to tell people my PayPal. Is there like a at Rook?
PayPal? Yeah, I do have one of them. Yeah, it's either just your email, or I think I actually did one where you set out like a Rook's Life Music link. It's just like PayPal/Rook's Life Music. But if not, it's like Sub was saying, just usually your email, isn't it? Because I think it's on my Spotify, like on my, how you can like add your PayPal to your Spotify profile on a Rook's Life on there. Let me have a look.
I don't think I knew that. But so what's your email? Rook's Life.
No, it's actually my personal one for that.
Is that okay? Is that okay? Because I'm about to flash it in case anyone, in case anyone felt the want.
Pretty much everyone who's gonna watch this has had emails off me anyway by now. But that's fine, bro.
What was your? I forget. I don't know off the top.
James_Shorter. It's like real names. People are like, what? James_Shorter@hotmail.co.uk. Me and Sub are like the only 2 people left in the UK using Hotmail.
I was gonna say, that shit's gone out here. I thought it was some UK shit.
Old school.
Oh no! I just changed the title. I'm fucking dumb. I made the PayPal the title of the show.
That's weird.
All right, I think that's important. So
so I have a PayPal Me, which is like, it's basically at Rook's Life Music. So I think if you try and send at Rook's Life Music, money on PayPal, it would work.
That'll go to you. Yeah, that's probably easier. We'll do that.
But obviously, like, I set that up like a long time ago when I first like started rapping and stuff, before any of all this thing. So like, I've never really revisited it till just now. Like, I hadn't even considered it, to be honest.
PayPal at Rook's Life Music.
Yeah.
That's easy.
But it's mad as well because like me and Sub haven't actually met each other in real life, even though like I feel like we know each other really well because we speak a lot, but it's like we haven't actually met each other. So that will be like another really cool aspect of not just doing like the gig and stuff, but just getting to hang out and
really
I'm
cool.
sure we'll probably squeeze in some more music stuff then as well. Like
yeah, definitely.
Let's hope. Let's hope it's not super awkward. No, I'm just playing. I don't think I've met anyone in real life off of this that was weird.
No, I don't think I have to worry about that.
No,
it's like you say.
I think we're way past that now.
Yeah. Because honestly, I even how I think about like the Heru guys or something, it was like I'm talking to these guys more than I talk to anyone else in real life. So there's no way there's no way real life is gonna be different when I meet them.
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly it. The same for us. Like he's the first person I message in the morning and last person I message before I go to bed. You know?
Yeah. Ain't good.
And then I wake up to a load of more messages from him.
Yeah,
it's always the way.
MCP says, us in the U.S. have assumed this whole time that you guys were neighbors. Honestly, I thought like the entire country was. I don't know what I thought. I guess I thought the entire country out there for you guys is like the size of California, and so
it probably is.
Yeah, I know it's like smaller, but it's still a trip could take 5 hours train. That's still gonna rack up. So So
train fare here is just so expensive, bro. It's like it is genuinely cheaper to catch a flight to Spain. Like people always say, like, why don't you like holiday in the UK? And it's like because it's cheaper to get a cheap flight abroad usually.
Yeah, and then get like an all-inclusive deal. So much cheaper.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I know it's not like super classy, but we don't have to say how much. Just if you want to help out, just send, because if I say how much, then there's no chance of people giving you more cake than you need, and it's okay to also go over the mark as well. So anyways, so any proceeds from the Bandcamp, which is where the album is exclusively available, Sub2Fuge by Subterrane, produced by Rook. All proceeds are going to Rook's trip to get to Subterrane so that they can perform live on stage together. Also, if you've already bought the album but still want to throw a couple chips down, there's this PayPal at Rook's Life Music. I got no shame in that game. I don't like posting my own, but I'll do it to support other motherfuckers, man.
We appreciate that, and we appreciate everyone who's already bought the album, and
everything helps. Like
be greatly appreciated. So thank you to everyone.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
Hell yeah! So let's get to the music. I realized on the frame I didn't put your plugs. I put my. What is that? My Instagram and my YouTube, but I didn't put. All right, next time.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, bro.
Find somebody to do that. Okay. Cool. But here we go. So let's get to this music right quick. I don't know. How crucial is it to go in order? Because I like to do
MCP first if you want.
Yeah. I was gonna. I was gonna say if he has to bounce. Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, then. So it's technically track 5. But yeah, we're gonna hit it first since we got MCP. The only feature on the album is In the Room right now. So Yeah, I mean, here we go. This is Transatlantic featuring MCP, Sub2Fuge. We up.
Subterrane.
Chat, let me know immediately if you can't hear music, but I think it should be good.
UK to USA like Fleetwood Mac. I'll give any producer's best beat a good smack with a 3-foot back. with some barbed wire all around the beechwood wrapped. It'll be put back to the Stone Age like you're in an old cave, hitting two sticks together but there's no flame. Not to worry cause I'm coming in with the propane. Iceman, but I'm like a wildfire with this growth rate. The coldest spitter patrolling for other souls to rip. I knock your head off your shoulders, pick it back up and solder it. The salt and grit, it ain't enough to help your souls to grip. Multi-syllable madness, these mic controllers slip. The devil holds the whip, a pitchfork to scope me with them. Then he checked my album and realized I'm too cold for this. SUB and MCP, ask Rook, but you'll never have that chest piece.
Shit, paranoia spitting what's up. We bass kick them when they're down if they ain't listening up. Visit a pub, get pissed with my bruv, get minimal fucks. Irish lineage, so Guinness swims in my blood. I find it hard to be intensely dumb, so when I'm switching it up, I tell the tempo good luck. Bright mind, cerebellum lit. I might build typewriters to write rhymes with your skeletons. MCP, MI5 with intelligence. Highlight of the room, can't hide like I'm an elephant. No fine line between refined lines with the wealth of wit or tiny minded pint-sized guys align with irrelevance. Notepad smokes crack, I speak cocaine. Conquer like Kang and they Heathrow flames. Y'all still loose while we go chase the filet-o-fish and the Frito-Lays. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yes. Who's on the scratch?
DJ
DJ first up, yeah.
He did the scratches on our fire track as well.
Yeah.
Like the
he's a
what
legend.
was there scratch on like Night Out? No.
Yeah, on the fire on that on Rook and my
Fire.
in the element. And
That's
he did
right.
he's the same guy. DJ first up, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to the scratch. Shout out to in my what is it in our element in my element.
In our element, yeah.
In our element, another collabo project. That shit was ill as fuck. But anyways, that was Transatlantic featuring MCP. How does this come about? It's one feature only, and you pick, and I'm not, and there's zero hate from me because MCP is one of my favorite, guys in our community here. But how does that work? How does that come about?
Yeah, I think don't get me wrong, the discussions were had about having other collabs on the project, but it's like I said earlier, we kind of I think we just kind of I think we were chatting about, I think MCP and I were kind of talking about doing something anyway, and Rook, I think, correct me on this if I'm wrong, Rook, but I think you sort of said that you were doing the beat, and so there was some kind of conversation already in the pipeline.
I think I'd sent a beat to both of you and you both liked it, or I sent a couple and you both sort of liked both, and I thought, oh well, why don't you just? I knew you just wanted to collab, so I was like, why don't you just use this?
Yeah. And the others, I think there was probably to be fair, I'm not even sure if Rook was gonna actually spit any bars on this album. I think initially, I probably was gonna get some others, and then after I sent him back the verses, I think he was like, I kind of really want to jump on these. So
he tried to convince me, and I was like, oh man, I'm not really feeling like the writing at the moment. I'm trying to focus on producing. That he sends me these verses.
Yeah, I said that I think I can hear you on these, and at first you weren't really too keen, but then eventually you were like, actually, and I'm glad you did, because for me it's some of the best writing you've done, definitely.
Yeah, I definitely feel like it was some of my better stuff for sure.
I love this, and I don't want it to sound like it's in any way. Obviously, you guys know that I wouldn't be insulting in any way, but again, I thought that there was maybe something far more deep about the situation about okay, so we got Paranoia, and he'll be the this thing. Because as a project, the whole really fits well together. So it seemed like it was so much more hardcore drafted when it was just I know that I had MCP working on some shit, and it was I thought he would sound cool with this, and I know you guys wanted to hook up, so fuck it, he'll be the feature. I love this. I don't know why. I think I especially love this because I'm obviously in kind of post game analysis of wrapping up my album, and I don't think I'm thinking too much or too hard into shit, but I think that this is really inspiring to just let the shit flow sometimes. And you could still it'll be great. Trust that it'll be great. Just let it fucking be, I like this.
Yeah, I think there were some discussions had about all these kind of things, but mostly it was just kind of we were just like, I think one of the main things was like, let's not let it kind of get in the way of any other like upcoming sort of projects we've got. Let's just commit to it and just like smash it out quickly.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
not make it too complicated. And one of the things was just like, let's not really go down the route of like asking for like too many features. And I think we already had like the MCP was locked in, and we were like, let's just stick with that, and let's just not have anyone else just so
Yeah,
it just kind of made it easier.
We just didn't want to like. Sorry, go on, bro.
No, that's pretty much all I was going to say, mate. Like, it's just
We just didn't want to wait a month like for a verse. You know what I mean? It's like, I think I wrote my verses in like a day or in total kind of thing, and like considering I didn't really want to do it, I was a bit like worried. Oh, what if I slow the project down? But when he sent back like the demos, it was just so easy that it just suddenly all the conversations about features kind of died out, I think.
I love this. This is some of those like shooter's touch situations or whatever, where it's like, because you guys are also each other's guys, like that confide in each other about like, almost every step of the way, like what you think about like you guys know how each other works, even on your own solo shits, or how the other person works, arguably even better than like, and it's good. You need everyone. Hopefully every one of us artists has one of those kind of people that we could really confide in, but they maybe not necessarily always going to be a musician either, like I think that hardcore, my guy that I show everyone to is my guy Mike Bagak, who y'all have seen in the chat on my show. Like, that's my best friend. But honestly, he's a great singer, and honestly, I'm gonna force him to sing things in the work. But like, he's not a musician. You know what I mean? And so like, he knows everything about how I work, and I trust in what he has to say. About my shit or critique or anything like that. But then I don't just get to be like, all right, let's crank out a collab project, because like that would really be, So I that level of closeness is dope to have with among fellow musicians or whatever.
Yeah, definitely, and I think we kind of challenged ourselves a bit as well. Part of it was like, let's see how quickly we can like smash out a little project, like, and I think we've both kind of thought this isn't, we could do this like in no time, and I think it was quite a good challenge, like to know, like, so if we decided to do something like this again, we already know, like, give us 2 weeks, we can put together like an EP, and that's pretty crazy.
It was a bit of an experiment in that sense.
It
wasn't
was.
And,
it was very experimental like that. Yeah.
I'd never even engineered a full project before, so it's like I'd never mixed more than a track, So this was like my first chance to kind of test that as well, like mixing all the tracks, kind of like mastering the shit, trying to make it have a particular sound. And obviously being the producer, that was easier to do because it was like all my mixing on the beats as well. But we just tried to not put like pressure on the project. It was like, keep the costs low, keep it in-house, we'll do it quick, minimize the features, and it can be a little experiment. How quick can we put something together? How sick will it sound?
Crazy.
That was like the rationale, I think.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, we talk about these things so much anyway every day, so it's like we have like so many ideas that like go back and forth all the time, and like we've always talking about like this kind of sound we want to create, and that's why I think the project sounds pretty cohesive, like.
Yeah, like we had another idea before this that we didn't do, like we might still in the future, but like we had an idea, we talked about it, but like I wasn't feeling in the right headspace for that type of production, so like we just put it on the back burner, It's just like we don't we just kind of work very low pressure. Like we both got like busy lives as well outside of music, so it's like we know that we need to kind of give each other leeway, and it's just like very natural to do that, I think.
So peaceful. I love it. There's nothing I love more than like hella talented people like who are working in in peace, man.
Yeah,
Like
man.
art gets fucking weird when we stress
Yeah,
and overwhelmed.
Yeah,
it can get so political, man.
Like, we always say how much like we just want to work with people that just we feel relaxed with, and like and it inspires us and it makes us want to like write our best stuff, or like just it's
Yeah,
just
man.
we're just too chilled as people to really want to like make it too complicated. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hell
We just
yeah.
want to write cars, we want to
like
make beats, we want to do this, that, and that's it. We both
music
got
is.
like a high work rate and passion for this kind of thing, so it's kind of
Yeah.
it's just better for us to be working with like-minded people, like definitely.
I think we're quite good as well. Like when it starts getting stressful, like we're pretty good at like reining it in. No pun intended, but like we just, it's like music's supposed to be therapy for us. Do you know what I mean? We're supposed to enjoy it, and if it gets to the point where we're
Yeah,
not enjoying it, we just nip that in the bud.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We have to like the beats, we have to feel them, like, and it's like if they don't speak to you, then you just kind of like leave them be and go on to the next beat. Do you know what I mean, or whatever? It's just
like never. I don't feel like we ever take anything like personally either. Like if Sub's not feeling a beat, so whatever, I'm just like, right, roll on the next one. Do you know what I mean? It's like, because I think otherwise you create a dynamic that gets too stressful and pressure, and it's just
Yeah. And there's not even teams of managers and agents and thousands of dollars involved, or pounds involved. You know what I mean? Like it's just us.
No.
So at the base level, we must be able to find some peace, man, and just be able to do a project. This is very cool. This is kind of therapeutic for me as well. Especially in the phase that I'm at with the album. I like this. Chat real quick. Mitch in the chat. What up, Mitch? Shout out
Mitch.
to the Wonderground. Oh, I think I owed Mitch a beat. Mitch should take that beat. Anyways, I'll talk to you right after the show. that Beat Kings beat. MCP says, "Oh snap! Oh shit! The Guardian is in the chat.
Yo.
What up, Guardian?
Oh, snap.
Man, yeah. Oh snap!
Oh snap!
Yeah.
Dope. Reining it in. Oh yeah. Hesitation kills, says Guardian. Sometimes you gotta sub-terrain it in, says MCP. Look at MCP trying to take credit for the Rook pun. I'm just playing. Paranoia is probably standing like outside of his job right now, hanging with us, so that's cool. And what's even cooler is that his job is the weed store, so that's even fucking
Nice, like so cool, man.
From job, man.
It'd be like
Fucking
that.
hell, man. Yeah, he's a legend, and he killed that verse as well, man. Like funny enough, that song,
Whoa.
like it was totally like what was I gonna say, a different structure. Like it had a hook, it had all this bit that got mashed around, chopped and changed. And this was like the final version we settled on, but he went so hard at some of those bars, man. Like UK entendres and shit, with like Heathrow flames, all that. Oh mate, he did some clever stuff in there as well. So
the Guinness.
Shout out to MCP.
Guinness
Yeah,
big up MCP. I think he smashed it. Like I really rate that.
Yeah, man.
It's a nice track. Do you know what as well? It's one of those tracks as well where I kind of like, every time I play it and it comes on, like I enjoy it so much more than what I remembered. Like when that beat comes on, like I'm just this one really slaps. Like I love it, and I think when it's one of those ones that when we started making it, I didn't think it was going to be that kind of track on the album, but I kind of one that I really love it like that.
Oh yeah,
and I really do love it. Like we did alter it a little bit, didn't we? Because there was a bit in the beat where it kind of slowed down in the middle, and we had the scratching and that in the middle, but it just kind of took away from the flow of the track.
Yeah,
so you lost the energy. It lost the energy.
That thing really drives. Like the whole thing kind of drives along, and it's it's a like a zenith of energy in the middle of the project, right? Like it was number 5, and the shit's like
Yeah.
8 tracks or whatever. Yeah, so I mean, it's a good spot when you're listening to the whole thing through. It's a and maybe like hooking it or even scratch breaking it or whatever. Like it could have slowed that down. That was a great decision. Whoever's ultimate decision, or the whole team.
We tried a few things. We actually wrote a couple of different hooks. We tried with just scratching. We tried a few things, but in the end, the decision was to like just put the verses back to back. And as soon as we did it, we knew we'd made the right decision. It just flowed. So it was it was kind of a joint decision. We discussed it a lot.
Is your stream paused? Because I just noticed on my Twitch, it's like frozen. I don't know if it's me or.
Mine says stream paused. Hi Sunday has minimized their application. Sit tight. I don't know what that means.
What does it say that on? On Discord?
Discord.
Whatever it is. Yeah. Discord.
Oh, how about now? Watch. Did it change?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I can't close this. Okay, no problem.
I don't know if that would affect the chat, but
I don't think so.
Rook and Sub, can you still hear this audio?
Yeah.
Okay. We're cool. Okay, so I guess we can get on. Anyways, yeah, that's a crazy. And you know what's wild is like. And this is, again, I don't know why I'm trying to qualify every statement I make. You guys know it's all love. But, like, I think that I really enjoy, or stylistically, I think, like, Sub and Paranoia are two guys that work really well rolling into and out of hooks. Like, I think that just, like, tonally or your guys' steez, it's really dope that you verse it and you're rolling in or out of a hook. I think you guys do it well, sonically. So it was also cool that this was the right decision of no hook on this thing too. It's like, even though even though often at the end of a Sub verse, I want that hook to hit or whatever, or same with Paranoia. But this was right. I love it. I love good decisions, or I guess there's no right decisions, but this is a good decision.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we definitely went back and forth.
So, okay, so now, I mean, do you guys have any preferred order or should I just go to the beginning now? I guess I'll just go to
the beginning.
So I'm gonna go intro and then let it play straight into Icy Cold, unless and then we'll get to it. Yeah. That's cool. This is the intro. I wish that my timing was better sometimes.
Drop your weapon! The Iceman cometh.
Crazy.
Sub2Rain. The Sub2Fuge EP. Rook on the production. Sub-Zero mask coupled with the brass knuckles. Hit the booth and batter every beat like it's my last couple. Cards shuffle, but I always seem to pick the jokers. Time to shift my focus to the distance like a diplodocus. Spit my vocals in a manner that is freezing cold. I cannot be burnt, it's proving easier to heat the poles. The Reaper came for me, I put him in a sleeper hold and had him tapping out. And he told me I could keep my soul. All they talk about is fire, sick of hearing it. Just name a code of lyricist to me and then my ears are pricked. They can flow, I form a nice spear with it and pierce their lips. Adding new and improved moves to Sub-Zero's list. Disappearing, reappearing kicks, yeah I'm teleporting. Cold thoughts, brainstorms come with severe weather warnings. All these so-called fire spitters just step with caution. They ain't changing the world, but I can feel the terror forming. Icy cold, the chips are down, the dice is rolled. I'm set to take more risks in the times of old. Icy cold, I let the devil buy my soul, but fuck a penny for my thoughts. They're worth more than the price of gold. Icy cold, the chips are down, the dice is rolled. I'm set to take more risks in the times of old. Icy cold, I let the devil buy my soul, but fuck a penny for my thoughts, they're worth more than the price of gold. I want my songs to be beyond the norm, as fans be like a brontosaurus, stomp the floor whenever I put on the chorus. A strong performance, you want it flawless, you got it, bruv. I'll give you 110, but feel like it's not enough. I'll speak for a lot of us with this mentality. See, unless we get the W, these men cannot sleep. Excuse me for thinking that I've got a pen allergy, but every time I pick one up, I'm sick as a parakeet. I can make the shallow deep, never came naturally. I worked on this flow, I wasn't blessed with the talent G. They can never challenge me as much as I challenge me, and there ain't any hidden patterns that these eyes cannot see. It's the Iceman in me, I'm a nice man, but rappers be where there's no one of you. These rhymes cannot freeze, Sub-Zero, make a rapper ice statue and shatter it to pieces, another fatality. Icy cold, the chips are down, the dice is rolled. I'm set to take more risks in the times of old. Icy cold, I let the devil buy my soul, but fuck a penny for my thoughts, they're worth more than the price of gold. Icy cold, the chips are down, the dice is rolled. I'm set to take more risks in the times of old. Icy cold, I let the devil buy my soul, but fuck a penny for my thoughts, they're worth more than the price of gold.
Also, one of the best rap hook writers in my book, man. Cause like that shit ain't easy. I'm the cop out. Like I'll just get a little melodic or something on the hook, and just it's a cop out or whatever, or I'll do something repetitive because that's hooky as well. But I love me a subterranean rap hook. You know, fully laced. That shit goes, man.
Yeah, he's the best at that, man.
Yeah, I love writing.
So did this thing first of all also explosive out the gate. Like that's super dope. Like this whole album feels like if that's why it feels like maybe so cohesive, because it all feels like it like drives along in the same, like it does still feel like a singular journey, a singular experience or whatever, which is super dope. But in that case of like sequencing, does this turn out to be the first song that you write? Right? I like to ask that, or like did it just end up being sequenced first or whatever?
No,
It was the first one I mixed, but I don't know if it was the first one you wrote.
Yeah, I think it's the first one that got finished. But the first one I wrote was Word to the Wise, because we made that ages ago.
Yeah,
but you
we remixed it.
We weren't happy with it, like in terms of like Rook wasn't happy with the beat because it was one of the first beats he made.
It was the first beat I ever made.
He wanted to go back and change elements of the beat, and so we just and he also thought, well, he knew that he's got a lot better at mixing since he did that as well. So we basically, Rook just remade that track, the Word to the Wise. But in terms of the first one we made, that was probably the first track we made together with Rook producing. Must be.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the first of my beats you'd ever rapped on Word to the Wise. And weirdly, this Icy Cold beat was like the next beat I made after that. So this was a really old beat, and I went back and remade this. And shouts out to D Cure for this, because I sent this in as a Barkeeper's beat, and this was like the second beat I'd ever made, and he was like, it's just not quite there, you know. And so I went back, worked on it again, changed it round. I sent it back to him again. He was like, "No, man, it's not the one." Basically,
are you
but he was
serious?
No, I'm serious. He was really nice about it. So I left it. I parked it for ages. I made loads of beats, loads of things. I'd had my week on bars kept. Like we were all good. Everything was going. And then I went, what about that old beat that I sent to Barkeepers? Maybe I could make it sicker now. So I went back and I just like basically remade the beat again for a third time. And it was like third time's the charm. I don't know. It just suddenly, all the new shit I'd learned to do, put it all in there, and it came out a lot banging. So we had that one in the back burner, so it came in handy.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right, you can thank D Cure for leveling me up on the production, because like he made me like really want to get after it, you know.
Yeah, he definitely.
Shout out to him.
Because he wasn't like, oh, this is bad, you know. He was just like, it's good, it's got all the potential, but like there was definitely a lot of like work to do on the drums and all that kind of stuff. So he was like helpful as well.
Yes.
I had no idea that he's over there giving like, I had no idea that he's out there giving like beat advice, because I don't know what happens in the beat messages, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
and try to
Yeah.
just stay
Yeah,
away
for sure.
on that
but it was
part. That's
yeah.
that's pretty cool, man. And then it made you go back in and recook and win,
Yeah,
and we
Yeah, yeah,
got
ended,
dopeness.
ended
yeah.
up being
Well,
a
he
very
was like,
positive thing.
it did, yeah. He was like to me, why don't you use it? And I was like, oh, I kind of thought about using it for my own project because like I was going to do my own solo EP at one point when I started producing, and then I
Yeah.
very quickly realized that I enjoyed producing for Sub more than myself. So, yeah,
Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting. I've been asked
yeah.
that before, and then after pausing for like 2 minutes on a live interview, I was like, nah, I definitely like producing. I think for myself, uh, but I like entering other people's world. You know, like that is definitely fun because I kind of like already know everything where my world is going when I'm producing for myself or whatever. But I think I could
Mm,
nail like I. The only thing with doing it for myself is like I never have to worry about if it's too anything, like if it's too weird or if it's too rock or too heavy or too slow or anything. It's like because this is my world, you
yeah,
know what I mean? But
Yeah,
yeah.
I do like producing for other people and getting into their zone. Ooh,
Mm.
see, this is
See,
fucked up
like,
because now I'm like I
what's
want to
it,
produce something for y'all actually, but
bro? It's
we
so
don't got
weird. It's
time
like
for
when I
shit.
make beats, like I never used to do it. I used to do it this way, but I don't anymore. But when I would like start making a melody or something, yeah, I would rap subterranean bars to it instead of my own to get like the kind of feel of the beat
Whoa.
it's
because
just
like
mad, isn't it? Yeah,
it's that was like a natural thing that happened to me. It wasn't like a conscious kind of calculated decision. Like I just found myself doing that over and over again when making beats, especially like the boom bap tempo. And I guess that's why I just don't know. That's why I like it. It's just because it kind of like very we've got a very high success rate that if I send him a beat, he'll just be able to rattle a 16 on it straight away, and it will sound kind of like he wrote it to that beat even if he didn't. You
yeah.
know?
There's a few at that sort of tempo as well, where it's like it's not really a
Bit
tempo that
faster.
like it's a little bit faster than the like boom bap, isn't it? But it's not
Yeah.
double time. So it's kind of somewhere. It's slightly
Yeah, it's kind
different,
of like
and I think we like.
95,
Yeah, I was gonna say like 100, give or take,
90 to
95.
100. Yeah, 95 to 100. It's like
It's like,
just
for me, like I think I always say this, but like there's quite a lot of like there was quite a lot of like D12 kind of beats that are that kind of tempo, I think, and
Yeah,
I grew
yeah.
up
yeah,
with a lot of that stuff, like even
yeah,
some
so
of
did
the
I.
things like that. So like it's a fun
Yeah,
beat for me to rap to, I think, um and
Ooh.
just yeah, like the sort of like dark sort of sounds, and it's just a sound that like I don't know, we've kind of like started to create that.
yeah.
Just we just know that it's our sound, you know, like it's
That
just
D,
seems to work.
that D12 reference is crazy spot on. Like I never,
Mm,
it didn't come to me, but now thinking about
Mm,
like this soundscape that this and kind of some of your guys' other stuff sits in, it does sit in that. Not, I don't know, I don't know if you're like driving from D12, but bam, like I could hear you
yeah.
rapping and have produced like the Devil's,
Mm,
yeah, some of it is
yeah. I de-
or this rap game,
I
like it is kind of
yeah,
a similar
yeah.
kind of bounce or whatever.
Yeah, like I
Ooh,
definitely listened to a lot of D12 back in the day as well. But like
ooh,
they
I
use a
a
lot of
like.
they use a
lot of
lot of
inspiration from that.
guitars. Yeah, and it's funny because I play guitar, but I still haven't made a beat with me playing guitar yet. I just do it all on my keyboard, and like I'm never really a keyboard player, but I'm getting okay at it. But it's kind of like if D12 used pianos instead of guitars for stuff. That's kind of how like I hear the sound, and then I don't know. I guess like with the bars and stuff as well, like a decent portion of the rapping is kind of influenced from that era as well. So
I love it.
yeah,
I love it. I love D12. Like
yeah,
definitely
man,
more than the average bear, and it's like this makes sense. This makes sense, and maybe this is and this is why this is
yeah,
what yeah. I was gonna be like maybe that's why this is dope, which is not a statement, but yeah, this is only dope because it sounds like D12. I never had even thought about that. That's a really cool. That's a really cool thing, though. Intro, was that just samples? When he was like,
no, the intro was actually from a Batman movie, the one that had Mr. Freeze.
Who, Arnold?
Yeah, Arnold. Yeah,
Arnold. What?
That was his
I didn't
voice.
even think about that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was just messing around, like looking for things on YouTube, and I found that. And
Dope.
yeah, I just said,
stuff.
yeah, like random stuff, like anything like that, like Mr. Freeze, like Sub-Zero, like
anything that relates. Yeah.
It's always kind of like along that kind of like vibe. I mean, there's so much stuff there to use, and it's like you'll hear on one of the skits as well. There's like another Mr. Freeze one, but from the old Batman.
Yeah,
like the one. What's his name? Adam. I can't remember his name.
Like Adam West.
Yeah, Adam West. Yeah.
Oh, old shit. Oh, yeah.
You'll hear it in a minute. I think it might even be the next bit.
Yeah, it is, I think.
All right. Let's get. Oh, did someone? Yep, that was it. Episode 50 of the Wonderground this Saturday. Awesome. I should be able to be there. Didn't affect us, but I gotta head into work, guys. MCP had to head to work. Shout out to Paranoia. Oh, maybe that was also that might have been a while ago, but here we go. What the fuck was he? Oh yeah, the Mr. Freeze. So I'll run the Mr. Freeze and go into Sub2Fuge. I feel like skits and stuff like feel better when they run into the or off of the music that they're supposed to, right?
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Anyway.
Definitely.
Here we go. Nope. Failed. Fucking up.
You fool! You fool! I warned you against sudden changes in temperature. The air freezing your lungs, yeah? Cold, frigid, frosty air. Freezing your lungs solid like icicles. You are freezing, yeah? If I choose, I can make you freeze to death. But not yet.
Perfect. Easy.
Yeah, man.
I didn't know where those shits were from.
I need to reset, control, alt and delete. Press about to self-destruct from the outside. I seem blessed, about to lose it all in a moment of madness. They act like they know me, they don't understand. This is killing me. About to put the Glock to the pillow, but I'm ill at ease. Leave it to my demons to trigger squeeze. This is not who I wanna be, but the majority of time it's always me that dishonors me. Apologies to the ones that I've hurt, and a big fuck you to the ones who deserted. I mean, thank you. I just fumbled my words. See the serpent's the reason this monster is surfaced. It's all good. I'm as cold as they made me. My soul was unscathed from a scolding from Hades. My demons would have me pushing up daisies, spilling out I'm still alive down here. Save me. I have too much to lose to give it up. There is no substitute for what I love. In it for the W, so if it's up to views, then I succumb to use and needs must. I have too much to lose to give it up. There is no substitute for what I love. In it for the W, so if it's up to views, then I succumb to use and needs must.
Sub2Fuge, only wanna use because I love the views. Just a little bit, but shit, I really lit the views. Feel the rope around my throat, then quickly try to grip the noose. Slip it loose, then hit the booth with a sick display of wicked truth. The ricochets, the battle spins and plays. I wish for different days. Sick of looking up at the painted skies when it's lit with grays, drowning in a liquid haze. Without the armbands, and I can speak and deceit, but I see the ones who aren't fans. Criticize, never put the work in, I epitomize. Grind up and ground down, no learning how to live my life. So cheers from the bottom up, bottoms up. They think that they're elite, compete. I really couldn't give a fuck. Sitting ducks, quacking about, spitting so different flocks. Choosing to move with an average subterfuge to bring the bucks, and now I'm able to gain. Play at the table, feeling stuck. Devil or angel on my shoulder, I keep on winning, bro.
I have too much to lose to give it up. There is no substitute for what I love. In it for the W, so if it's up to views, then I succumb to use and needs must. I have too much to lose to give it up. There is no substitute for what I love. In it for the W, so if it's up to views, then I succumb to use and needs must.
man, that hook's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, hook beast
You see what I
versus
mean about
beast.
like I heard them hooks and it's like, damn, I gotta write a verse now. Do you know what I mean? Like I couldn't
Yeah,
resist.
yeah, that makes it exciting. If those hooks were already sitting or were already on there, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Damn, what good pacing! And even at that pace, you're hitting a couple of little like, bro, it makes me like I gotta go run to this. I haven't run to this project. I think that this is a good run, but it's also way too short for how. What's the total
It's
run time?
just it's only like about 13 minutes or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's actually like
Yeah.
I'm getting into this and be like barely started, but
Yeah.
I guess I could run it a couple times. I gotta go run today. In a few hours after this caffeine's out of me, I'll have a fucking heart attack running this music with
Yeah.
fucking one of these in me and a big ass tea. Anyway. But yeah, this is dope. Or for those of you who go to those places called gyms, I heard there's these places where people go and do this working out shit, which I'm not familiar with. But it seems like
Yeah.
that. It seems like that. It seems like it bumps and gets your blood flowing. Oi, oi, oi.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Guardian says, dropping money bags, no substitute for what I love. What? What? Need to repeat it like 10 times, he says. Hell yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Speaking of money bags, for those that don't know what's going on, this is Sunday's Listening Sesh, going over Subterrane's new album, Sub2Fuge. It's entirely produced by Rook. Rook's also rapping on it. We just heard him go fuego on the last joint. This album is available exclusively on Bandcamp. There's an actual practical purpose for this Bandcamp campaign. All the funds will be going to help Rook to get over to where Subterrane is over there via a long ass train ride in the UK. We're trying to build up some quid or whatever they say over there, so that so he could get over there. So pick it up off Bandcamp. It's like $5 or £5. It's like $6 US, yo. Like it ain't shit, but 20 motherfuckers do that and you start making a couple bucks. So also, if you've already picked it up and still are just like, hey man, I didn't know it was for no trip, I'll throw down. Rook's PayPal is right up here, so feel free. Drop them some. Leave a note saying you're here via Sunday's listening session. You know what I mean? So we can know what this show is doing for us. But
Yeah, man.
oh snap! Then I'll stop by and pick up High Sunday and head over to the UK and meet up with you both. Oh shit! Hell yeah, Guardian! I knew Guardian. Yo, see man,
That would be sick.
I'm glad I joined the revolution early.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro! I'm down. I'm down. Okay. And then we did Transatlantic. The next song is technically that song featuring MC Paranoia that we heard earlier. By Hook or by Crew? Oh yeah, I think I played this on Sunday, but
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
was this the one that I played? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, this shit bang. This is another one with Rook. Yo, when he said thank you, when in that last joint, the last joint that I just played, you said something like, for those is with me, like thank you. For those that ain't with me, like who's departed, fuck you, or something like that.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know that bar? I think Sub said that.
Sub said it, yeah, and a big thank you to the ones who deserted.
Yeah, and then it was like just kidding or whatever. When you
Yeah.
said thank
I just
you,
fumbled my words or something.
when you said thank you, it reminded me of Once Upon a Time. There was that one song that said, oh shit, do I not remember how it said, what's her name? What the fuck is her name? This should just say, love me or hate me, it's still an obsession. Love me or hate me, that is the question. If you love me, then thank you.
Fuck you.
That thank
Oh,
you
Lady
and
Sovereign.
shit. Like, for some reason, that reminded me of that. Oh, Lady Sovereign.
Lady Sovereign,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
And if you love me, then
Oh,
fuck
right.
you.
It must be Lady Sovereign. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Random.
Yeah, I used to listen to her shit back in the day.
That thank you brought me back there. I haven't thought about that song in 15 years or some shit.
Yeah, man, that
Whatever.
was
It's
time
funny.
since then.
Random shit that I wish I could delete from my head and put more important shit in there, but you know, it is what it is. This is by hook or by crook featuring Rook. Let's have a look. That's so dope, so dope.
Cold like Cole Palmer, flows that froze lava. Known as a demon barra, unwraps Benjamin Barker. From a pencil is sharper than Leonardo's katanas. I slice it to pieces like Ninja Turtles in pizza parlors. Jack Frost of all trades, master of all of them. Axe toss the cold blade, sharply deforming them. I attack a track like Bjorn has been born again. You're a thorn in my iron side. I'm four Thor hammers to your thorax. Format, slapping the audience. Your jaw wax the passenger mat in my DeLorean. If they think they're all that, I'll take them back to school again. I'm back, stop the raining acid in their plastic pool again. Flaccid fools, I'll go harder than these massive tools. When I'm innuendo, you be acting all irrational. Part Bonaparte, part either the bonus. When I'm catapulting flammable cannibals that'll damage souls. By hook or by crook, I get where I need to go. Put my hood up and look forward, and my eyes begin to glow. By hook or by crook, I get where I need to go. Put my hood up and look forward, and my eyes begin to glow.
Yeah, Subterrane. Sub2Fuge EP. It's rock.
Crazy.
I think it's funny they start forgetting I come like Armageddon, lyrically armed and heavy weaponry bars are deadly every scar sends me up to depart like it's my heavenly star. Instead I head for the dark, disable truth and that's before you've even heard of us. Bring that booze, shaking turbulence, where burglars, the rare services, the mass murderers, night sermons, nightmares, worst version, and despite the sleep disturbances, we can read the learning if we ever shut the fucking demons up beneath the surfaces. Heard too many times, heard through these many rhymes, searching through every line for glimmers of silver amongst the mentally iller. I've been tempted to kill him for each feeling that I felt on every verse that I'm spilling. Man, I'm needing some help, and I think I know for a minute. So I take another pack of pills until I feel like I'm winning, like I'm winning, like I'm winning.
Motherfucker.
I get where I need to
I can't never get enough of that one.
and look forward, and my eyes begin to glow. By hook or by crook, I get where I need to go.
Y'all can do more of this shit too. This
And my eyes begin to glow.
super ill. Is that Rook on highs or that's Sub doing both?
Sub doing both, man.
Oh shit! I thought it was y'all doing it together. Like, oh, y'all need to do more of this. But Sub is just
Nah,
is that
man.
good? I guess I didn't hear. I haven't considered you doing that high part of that harmony, but it's perfect. That shit's dope.
Bro's getting pretty sick on them hooks now, man.
Whew. And then
Yeah,
that
got a
obviously
couple
that
others.
deep ass Nate Dogg ass tone.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that's it's certainly easier bit for me to do the deep stuff, but like the high stuff's not that easy. But I can kind of hold a note a little bit, I guess. But it's like
Nailed it.
I think when it's layered, it just sounds sick. Do you know what I mean? Like it just seems to work.
I really don't have to do much with them hooks at all, to be honest with you. It's just he just sends me the harmonies, the layers, and it's like
Yeah, I
insane.
sent you them raw, and like that's the thing. Like I think with enough layers, they do seem to just like work together. We've done a couple more tracks recently with a couple of as well like that. That are, like to be fair, like one or two of them,
even better.
they
I
probably
think.
are even better.
Yeah.
So it is something that like
that's a super cool tone.
I've only really started to really play around with that kind of stuff in the past like year or so.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
I can never picture you going by hook or by crook.
Yeah,
da, 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 da. Yeah, I mean, like, damn. I'm talking about on the high register. Like, that's dope.
It would sound really weird if I just sang it like that and not the others bits with it. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of it just adds that extra layer to kind of make it sound better. But like, it's
that shit's silly. Killer.
Out of my comfort zone, but you know, kind of found a way to make it work.
You said I just throw on my hood or like whatever, throw on my hood.
Yeah.
But also, you're such a Nate Dogg tone that every time I hear like I throw up my hood, you know what I mean? Like this shit sound like some West Coast shit too, bro. Like
Yes, bro.
this is gangster, man. Adrian the Remedy with the flames and the what is that? Popping bottles over there. Hell yeah, it's bottle popping o'clock over there where you guys are. It's fucking 2 p.m. ass daytime over here.
Yeah.
Guardians. Guardian said he trying to hit the Guardians range. what? My hook up, my crook. Yeah.
Man.
Sounds great. Keep
Yeah,
it
man.
pushing. He say, hell yeah, that shit was gangster. And then, my God, like I would holler Suburbia at the end of Rook's first 4, but it's just an understatement. It's a technical Suburbia just because it's completely lined up. But then he goes through the next 4, and I don't think that the walls were different from the roofs. I think it was all lined up. Henceforth, it's beyond the Suburbia. God damn, that structure, that construction was insanity.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite verses of Rooks. Definitely, like when you first sent me that back, I was just wheeling it back over and over again, and I was like, how did you even do some of that? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's good to hear when you like, feel like it's like trying to work out what he's doing there, like, because there's so much going on. But the delivery was really sick as well. Like, he dropped the bars like perfectly, and like, yeah, it's just a really, really solid verse, man. Like,
It was one of the first times I actually felt like I could listen back to my verse and enjoy it as well. Like, I don't know, I know a lot of artists get this, like, you don't like the sound of your own voice that much on verses, you know, like, it sounds okay and things, but like when you listen back maybe like 2 months later, you're like, oh, I can't really listen to this, you know. So this was like the first time I felt like I was listening to the verse and I was like, actually this kind of sounds how I want it to sound, you know. So yeah, I was proud of that one.
Killed it. Yeah, cause even like inflection wise, performance wise, like energy and you know, there's oomph in that thing. You could hear when you're hitting the da. You know what I mean? Like along with the super tech construct. So yeah, that shit's crazy. That was dope. And not easy to roll off of. When this guy hits the first verse and the hook and stuff, it's like, yo, I gotta come correct, you know. So
you try coming in after like 5 layers of Subterranean's vocals, like you're gonna sound pretty shit. You know, there's no way to beat around it. Like off his verses as well. It's like, you know, like when he was saying to me, like, "Oh, why don't you do the feature then?" And I'm like, oh no, bro, because I have to bring my A game. That's why, bro. I have to think about it. I can't just pull a fucking 16 out the vault and be ready to go. I have to write that shit fresh.
Listen, like I appreciate the compliment, but like I genuinely, like when I do these things, I'm hearing you on it already. Do you know what I mean? I'm hearing like, I'm like, bro, you sound sick on this. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I was proven right. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you smashed it.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers indeed. Guardian says, Sub trying to spark my frozen heart. Oh shit. And Rook is a madman. Hell yeah, Guardian, what up? I feel like we almost got to where you were sending me sound effects for the soundboard. I don't remember.
Shit,
I think Guardian. I meant Guardian, but also Rook and also Sub.
Yeah.
Anyone who has shit has Sub. Have you ever sent me? No, right?
No, I don't know anything.
I think I was trying to rip your shit one time, just the Subterrane off of something, but I guess I never got to it. Anyways, send them shits in. Spotted Guardian says, I don't make sound effects. Each track is a new voice effect canvas. No, I know. I get it, but fuck it, man. I'm gonna go start ripping Spotted Guardian shit because
they send you the intro, the Iceman. The Iceman Cometh would be a good one.
Oh, yeah. That's easy. I got that. Hell yeah. Send them all in, folks, because also, yeah, the show is like kind of revamped. I know last week I already showed the new look, but there's a bunch more upgrades this week hitting as well. Sunday on Sunday, man. We trying to step up. Oh, I guess this thing is a new look too. I just kind of wanted this to look a little cleaner. The last one like looked like a thing, but you couldn't tell like it was a listening sesh and our chat box was like smaller and I had the cover. So whatever. Hopefully this is a little easier to digest or whatever.
Yeah.
Sub, send me an intro and I'll create it in Guardian swag, says Guardian. Hell yeah, dude. Alright. That was by hook or by crook. Word to the wise. Here we go. Rolling through this.
Unknowing masses fail to recognize they are trapped in a tangle of subterfuge.
Ain't that the guy from
suffocating.
Cannabis Professor's Classroom?
MTP.
Awake each day wishing I could fall back asleep through this nightmare. The place where I go in my dreams, it's all right there. The frost doesn't bite there, cause life doesn't fight fair. That's why some people's feet are bare and others have night care. Hope you're wearing the right pair. Trust is the best scarce, I swear. Scarecrow, spray these gas in this fresh air. Exhale, set sail on the next wave. The inner self's damaged like x-rays of a sex slave. Me, I just press play to deal with depressed states. But like my head and heart, the record spins with the decks break. Feelings come out like ribbon on no cassette tapes. And if I'm using my pen to sort them out, it's the best way. Trying to make headway, but carrying dead weight. With these voices in my head, I can't get a word in edgeways. Life is a chess game, patiently death waits. I used my knight, but he just came straight in for the checkmate. Look, you can try to disguise all the lies from inside, but your eyes cannot hide truth. It's a word to the wise, be nice. You never know just what other people are going through. You can try to disguise all the lies from inside, but your eyes cannot hide truth. It's a word to the wise, be nice. You never know just what other people are going through. See me battle every day, battle getting out of bed, putting on my happy face, battle demons in my head, battle everything they say. Some I win, some I lose. I took a battering today, I can't lie. I feel a lure from the dark side. Being Jekyll's fine, but it's not when you can't hide. I'm a Gemini, and I'm never one for star signs, but it's some coincidence how much I fucking suit mine. Cause I'm always in two minds, who's right? Have to flip a coin just to choose sides. Lose sight of my goals when my moods fight. Devil's got his noose tight round my angel's windpipe. And that's what happens in my brain. Anyone you meet could be fighting a battle every day. Don't assume they're happy just cause they ain't frowning on their face. Eyes smiling but behind them they're just drowning in their pain. You can try to disguise all the lies from inside, but your eyes cannot hide truth. It's a word to the wise, be nice. You never know just what other people are going through. You can try to disguise all the lies from inside, but your eyes cannot hide truth. It's a word to the wise, be nice. You never know just what other people are going through.
Stupid. Another ridiculous. Oh, what was this? Oh.
You may as well play the next bit because it's just a little outro.
Oh yeah. Where did it go? This is clunky just to get to. But I got it up with. No.
People are going through.
Sub-Zero wins. Flawless victory.
That
Fatality.
reference I know.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, oh, you do a dark song cooler than most as well, man. Like there's something about that subterranean tone, and when it's kind of a dark situation, I like it. I don't like when everyone goes there, but you kill that shit.
I feel like it's always been something that I've always kind of drawn towards making, like dark sort of like music in terms of like the beats, but not making it too dark where it's like negative. Do you know what I mean? Like
maybe that's why, because it doesn't feel negative. Yeah, maybe that's what I dig.
I think it's always like
I love
you
the
always
sound and style of dark rap, dark hip hop, dark beats.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be like too, you know, like even though like a lot of my lyrics are like about like battling demons and that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to always make it seem like I'm like moving in the right direction with it. Do you know what I mean? And not
fighting the good fight, aren't you?
Yeah, that's it. Like,
Well, yeah, it never
You
feels
always-
hopeless.
Yeah, you always sow a bit of. I was going to say is like you always sow a little bit of hope lyrically in there, and I feel like that's what stops it just kind of becoming like super depressing or whatever. You know, it's like
Yeah, because
you
I
kind of
cannot
feel like that hope comes
stand.
across.
I can't stand, even though I think in art or slash therapeutic art or whatever, it's fine to just go there and go to your deepest, darkest, saddest, because someone else is feeling that and they can relate. But I don't fucking like that. I like when I like when someone is creative enough to like, yeah, to give it an ounce of daylight or like hope or whatever.
Yeah.
And it always feels like that with
Yeah, I mean, obviously there are some tracks where they are like probably like sort of deeper and darker than others, but like I don't, in general, I don't like to kind of go there too much because I also know like what you know as a listener, like I don't really want to be listening to like too much negative stuff either. So
yeah.
I do kind of get that it is intentional for me to not to go too low, but you know there are some things I've like released that I can't listen back to because you know sometimes you do. If you're writing as artists, we write about what's going on, like at the time, and what we're feeling, but like some of these tracks are a bit more light-hearted. They're more just kind of like sort of putting things in there, but mixing it with other stuff, and then like a little bit of wordplay here and there and stuff like that. So it doesn't all have to be all too serious. I quite like tracks like that, but just kind of just fun, like to make them not too dark and negative, you know.
And it would have been a bummer if there was not a glimmer of hope on your last song on the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like somehow it's a dark one to close it, but it leaves you still feeling good and feeling like this whole thing this whole thing, like I said, gets the blood flowing and it ends on that. It's hard. And also as Guardian mentioned, what did he say? He said Rook taking over with the production, like chopping on the beats. I was gonna say like Rook, you were a whole instrument on this thing, man. Like those the little scratches and the cuts and there was just a slight vocal thing that you did with one of his things. Like the slightest things are so huge and really make the atmosphere on this thing, man. This is cool.
Yeah, when I went back to make this, like, and remixed it, I really, like, spent a lot of time on the little details, because, like, putting those little scratches and all that things in, that takes a lot of messing around. Like, you'll know someday, it's like, you know, sometimes you'll get, like, little scratch samples of things, you don't have the BPM, you don't know what you're just making it fit and patching it all together, and I think, like, he had, like, an ad-lib in there that said, like, facts, and that's what I was gonna
say. Just that one little...
maybe like 2 hours on that one ad lib, like going through different bit crushers and you know, different effects, just trying to get it to sound how I want. And it's like, I think people don't realize that sometimes in the production, it's like so much focus it gets put on like churning out these tight beats and all this kind of shit. And it's like, you want to make a beat in an hour and blah, blah, blah. But I've spent literally like 4 hours on 5 seconds, 10 seconds of a beat sometimes, but the rest of the beat maybe only took half an hour, you know?
Yeah.
So when someone notices little details like that, I love that, you know, because you feel like, oh, it was worth the time to add them.
And oftentimes, because I understand that part too as a producer, but like oftentimes too, they won't notice, and that's a good thing too. Like it's a good thing if someone is just enjoying the track and appreciating as a whole, even though I want them to point it the fuck out every time, because it's like, bitch, I spent 2 hours on that fucking one word or whatever. But you know, honestly, I guess like CGI or whatever, it's also great when you don't notice it because it's so, you know, part of it or whatever, you know. Yeah. So either which way, but I'll fucking notice it. Guardian notice it, and we will make it known, because that I know how that goes. Like I charge way different from, like if people send me stems and go, can you mix master? I'll mix master for a price, and then for another price I do, but I'll also throw bells and whistles, cause like people know what I do with my bells and whistles, man. Where like just a little bit of beat tweak or sound effects or whatever, like that makes the fuck out of a song. So
Yeah.
but like you said,
Yeah.
that's hours in
And
itself for the littlest
that's
thing.
kind of like the mad thing about this project for me was that, you know, sometimes you don't get that luxury. Like if you don't have the beat stems or you don't have the
Yeah.
like you just don't have as much freedom. But
Yeah.
obviously, getting to engineer the thing when you've produced it, it's like you don't have any limitations at all.
For sure.
So
Yeah.
and like if Sub has an idea, which he does, he comes up with like 99% of the ideas. To be honest, I don't have like any restrictions. Like I never can say like, oh, I can't really do that. You know, we can always give it a try, and that's kind of how most things end up coming to fruition with it.
Yeah, and there are some things that like in my head sounds sick, but they don't always when we try them. Like, but quite often they do kind of work.
Yeah,
but,
more often than not.
But we communicate really well about with these things. Like we just, you know, like we'll listen to like the first mix and like he'll send me the first mix and it'll be like, there's my initial thoughts and like. Very quickly the second mix comes back and it's like very rarely does he have to do a third one. Do you know what I mean? It's like we tend to communicate things really, really well with each other, and we're very much on the same page when it comes to this stuff.
It's just like, you know, if he says to me like, oh, I think the vocal could go up a touch, like I know what that means now. Like I know what that means in like decibels now. It's like I don't have to kind of like always recalculate everything myself. I just kind of know like, oh, okay, the mix is sitting here, he wants it here, you know. So it's just from practice working together, I think.
That's it, from you guys being together, or not even being together ever yet, but working together, because like we all speak different language, music language in a sense, you know, because like we've all kind of like learned it differently throughout our journey. We all like record in a different kind of facility. We all, you know, we all are different levels of experience. So this language thing is a gnarly thing I've learned working with so many different people remotely or whatever, that it's hard to, or it takes a minute to really like understand even how the other motherfucker speaks, you know. And so the fact that you guys have that's a lock, you know. That's dope. Yeah,
man.
Just a touch, you know what that means already. I'll be like, listen, what do you mean? Like, you mean a couple decibels, or like you need it to sit over the snare, or you need it to like I gotta figure out people's language.
To decode it all now. Like, is even things now when I do on the first mix, I think like, oh, I know he's gonna ask me for that, so I just do it. I just do it in the first mix. You know, it's just like, because you know, sometimes the same thing, you maybe do like 4 or 5 mixes, and if you get like the same kind of feedback, it's just like, okay, that's what he likes now. I know that sound. It's just like, so it just gets so much easier. It's just a practice thing. But I think that it's what made this project so easy to do, is because we've got to that point. It's not like, I mean, I didn't mix the last one we did, you know, the In Our Element one, but had I been trying to mix that, you know, it would have taken so much longer than this, and it wouldn't have been as good either.
Yeah. What is that like? Is that a year yet or nah?
Or more
like like a year back or so?
Yeah, probably over.
Yeah, probably more than a year.
Yeah. It was so, early 23.
There's a lot of development since then, especially when you're like hardcore ramping into like producership and engineership.
I wasn't producing then.
Yeah,
when we released that, I hadn't.
So your brain.
Like that project was all produced by Anabolic, wasn't it? But like it's still, like, and I love that project still. But like I think this is just just more. This is our identity, you know. Like this album is like our sound, and it's what we enjoy making and what we enjoy, like, you know. I think it's going to be a lot more like of this kind of style from us. Like there already is a few things that we're working on now that, in
the pipeline, and shout out to Anabolic as well, because like he's one of my favorite producers, and like
Yeah,
I
and
definitely took a lot of like influence from him, even on on the production side, taking it into my own things. Like my main production influences are Anabolic Beats and Scott Storch. You like mesh that together, put my own thing to the table, and shout out to Adrian as well, Adrian the Remedy, because he helped me a lot with like a lot of the production that went on this was stuff that like when I was making it, I was sending him like the loops and samples I created, and he was giving me loads of like tips and advice, and he's got a great ear, so it's it's not just I can't just like take all the production credit. Like loads of people helped me in many different ways, because on the last project I hadn't even made a beat yet, so within a year to be kind of getting out this like level of production, like I'm really really happy and proud of that, because it's like it's a lot. It's like producing is huge, man. Like it's this just it's a minefield. So people have really helped me to streamline that process.
Yeah, and you're quite a fast learner as well, so it's kind of like it's easy to like for people to help you, I think, with that kind of stuff, because you're quite intelligent with those kind of things, and like you pick things up pretty quickly, and evidently like you pick this up well quickly, like you say, to be able to make your first beat to like producing and engineering an album in like in about like a year is pretty crazy.
Within the year or whatever,
But I think also it's like the people that we have in our network are not very gatekeepery, they're not gatekeepers. Like people will share and people will help, and that makes such a difference. And it's like I always try and do that back to anyone else now, because it's like just share the knowledge, pass on the knowledge, because there's too many people who are like gatekeep. It's hard enough to kind of progress in this space as it is, and I think collaboration is just that's the way to go, man.
Yeah, I think there's like we're quite lucky within like the Barkeepers network that there's a lot of people that have that attitude of like wanting to help each other, but like we have a good friend like community, but like there are a lot of people that like in this music game that just like they feel like if they're helping you win that it's going to affect them winning, when really it's like no, like if one of us wins we all win, like that's the way like I think we look at it. And we definitely like helping other people, and I know that like I get a lot of help from all you guys, to be fair, like, but I think I like that it's more of a family kind of thing, like and that's one thing that I've noticed, and that's why I think I've hung around with the Barkeepers like a lot longer than any of the like the UK kind of platforms. And it's not like kind of really kind of dig at the UK guys, but I just think it's just a testament to how cool the people are at Barkeepers,
Yeah, man.
Well, it's just like as long as I think it's like about having trust or confidence in yourself, period, right? Because like especially like LA, I think is known as one of the most haterous, like, you know what I mean? You play a show here, you have to like, everyone's always like, you have to like win people over, where somewhere else people are like thankful that there's a performer performing here and we are enjoying music or whatever. And so like, I've people out here, I've noticed even like, I've seen friends of mine when they're speaking to other people, they're hella like measured, and I'm not talking about fake or nothing, but just like measured, and I could tell that like it's certain things they don't want to say out of like fear that someone else will take that and capitalize or become great. But it's like it's happened to me plenty. There's been people that I've helped on the low, or maybe they whatever the fuck, right? And then they go blow up. They go blow the fuck up. They're on TV now, or they're, on the radio or whatever. And it's like, that shouldn't make you feel any way except for excited. I feel like it's so fucked to me that like people would try to protect themselves from that happening. Where it's like, then you, what work are you doing then? You know what I mean? Like, if that pisses you off.
It was like you were saying there about like trusting your own skill set as well. Like if you genuinely believed you help put someone into that next level or whatever, then that is a good thing for you anyway, because it means you got the skill. Like people, I always have this conversation with people about rappers stealing beats, right? And I see this in the producer community all the time. Everyone's terrified of getting their beats stolen. If you make a song and it blows up and you're not on the royalty split, make another one. You made that shit. Make it again. You know, it's like you have to somehow trust the process a little bit as well. And yeah, some people screw you over, but most people won't, you know. And I think when you find a community where the vast majority of people are not in it just for themselves and they do genuinely want to help each other, like, you have to capitalize on that shit, you know.
See, I don't personally, like, I don't feel like I'm competing against like other artists. I just feel like I'm competing against myself and trying to make myself better, like better than the older me. Do you know what I mean? I don't it's not gonna like hold me back if I'm like trying to help like promote someone else's project or something like that, like, and listening to it. Like, I love that. I love listening to other people's stuff, and like I love you know, like I like seeing other people win, of course, you know what I mean. It's like that's cool, like, especially if it's people within our network. It'd be like, yeah, like, you know, the homies just fucking like just topped like the iTunes charts, you know what I mean. That man, I get a buzz off of that, like, big time.
I love telling people that, like, in real life, you know, people you know, and you get to like tell them like, oh, you know, like, I was showing people some of my friends in real life, some of the music shit I've done recently, and I'm like showing them Barkeepers, I'm showing them the platform, showing them like Pony going top, and it's like, you know, it feels good when you can say, like, you know, like, I'm part of a community and people in that community are doing insane things.
If I've got friends that I think is going to like one of the projects of like someone in our network, like I'm sharing that shit straight to them all the time. I always do it. Always do. I've said, like, superhero. Look, I was always like, when you first started doing that, like, I was just like pinging that out to all of my mates over here. Like, check this out. They were like, where'd you hear of these guys? I was like, yeah, I chat to like a couple of them. You know, just like mad, like. So
got songs with them. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's so cool,
dope, man.
So, I guess I gotta get on with Rook, huh? Oh no, well, what do we got? I got this. I got your cipher. Is that the only thing I'm on with you?
Oh yeah.
Yes, currently, but there's the thing in the pipeline with the Beat Kings, isn't there? With Jew and Big Solu.
Oh yeah.
Is that?
That's right. So there's another
that's
one.
Of mine. There's another one. But yeah, we
King Mike, what up? Happy belated, brother. King Mike in the house. Mitch had to bounce. Guardian is killing the chat room. I love it.
Holding it down for MCP.
Yeah, this is great. Daytime chat is like different folks, different vibe. I like it. I like it.
Yeah, appreciate everyone that's jumped on.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I guess that's it, man. That's the album. Sub2Fuge. It's a crispy like 13, 14 minutes, so it's an easy listen. I like to say with these shorter ones, like, it's easy to show people too, because you could get someone to sit with you be like, no, we're gonna listen to the whole shit, dog. It's only 13 minutes. Like, we can sit for 13 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, you can make sure someone listens to it, which I will. I'll probably be sharing the earbuds with my running partner, so we'll listen to it for the first 13 minutes of our run, and then and then fucking figure it out.
Not, you know, to listen to someone shit, you know.
Oh, Rook, hold up. You're like breaking up. Luckily, it waited till the end of the show, but.
Yeah.
You got me now.
You're still kind of.
Oh fuck! I don't know.
That was weird. It's been. You guys have been completely smooth the whole show though. It was good on my side. But anyways, what were you saying? It looks like you're back.
Oh fucking hell, I don't know what I was saying. I think I was saying like 15-minute project or something, you know. It's like, it's hard to not find time to listen to someone's shit when it's only like 10-15 minutes, you know. It's not like sometimes I have genuinely put aside people's projects, or I've pre-ordered them, but like I don't listen to them week one because it's like, oh, I need to set aside like a whole hour to listen to that, you know. And when you're working on your own music, it is quite hard to find time to listen to other music because you're like fitting it around your life and work or whatever. So when you get one that's where it's like, that's what I loved about Mr. Cannabis Professor. You know, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna be able to ox that in like really easy.
Yeah, that's
you know, and you can listen back multiple times. Yeah, I like them, these shorter ones, for that.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Like
apologize
I think
in advance for my album.
that's the thing. That's the thing that there's time. Like for me, like I base it on like if I've got like a car journey or a van journey. Like if I've got a long one, I can put on a longer album. You know, like if it's something like this, I've got a lot of little short journeys. It's I can play stuff like this. But like I think Act One's just released an album recently. Like I just put that on in the. You know, that was sick.
That shit's hard as well.
And yeah, like everyone, like your one with CZ as well. Sunday is the is it the
it's like the dessert.
Wonderful Sunday.
Oh, the Wonderful Sunday. That one's only on Bandcamp, I think. But
Bandcamp, for the van, for a little van journey.
Yeah, that's a short one.
Oh yeah. That's
quite cool. Like, you know, you got like 20 minutes, 25 minutes or something like that. Not even that, you know.
Yeah, I think it might be about 20, that thing.
Yeah.
That also feels like fucking 7 years ago. I'm so happy happy to be giving people some new shit for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
I got Mitch playing shit from 2018 and shit. I appreciate you, Mitch, but I'll give you guys some new shit, man.
Look forward to that, bro.
No, I wonder if I'm gonna do a listening session from my own shit. Hey, this is not about me. This was Subterrane and Rook, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. What time is it now? It's like, so is it 11 there now? Is that what it is?
I got it. 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys pulling up Thursday evening. For me, it's chill. It's just daytime, and it's I'm about to get my day started. So you guys are the shit. That was Sub2Fuge, Subterrane, entirely produced by Rook. Also featuring Rook, also featuring MC Paranoia. I don't know, you guys have anything lastly to either... Hopefully you don't have another now project to plug, but if you do, we need to hear about it. Or, you know, anything for the people.
The only thing I can plug, I'll leave to Chameleon to do, because I don't want to like tread on his toes.
Oh, I think we heard you kind of. Heard you kind of fucking sprinkle.
Yeah, like I mean, I think he's not gonna mind me saying there's stuff going on with the Beat Kings are doing some stuff and things like that. But you know, I'll let him like choose how he's gonna go down the whole promo route for that. But
dope, we're excited for that. Beat Kings Syndicate on Instagram, folks, is a weekly producer. I mean, it's in by structure and by nature. It's a contest, a weekly contest. But I said it on the other show, like doing beat contests, it feels just way more like a jam session to me, which I enjoy because it's really like how's one better than the next? They're all just like amazing paintings. You know, it's just kind of like everyone's given the same palette of colors, and then it's like, now see what each person could paint with it, you know? So that's pretty dope in my book, you know what I mean?
It's a very cool concept, the whole Beat Kings thing. I like it.
Yeah, especially these acapella challenges, man. Like, that shit is fun, man. Making the song the other way round. Like you sent us that thing the other day, didn't you, Sub, with Forgot About Dre? How that was written pre-making the beat, and that was that's like one of my favorite tracks ever. And I had no clue that was the beat was filled in afterwards.
They built the beat around the vocal, apparently.
Yeah.
Like,
is that right? For Forgot About Dre?
I only saw that.
I didn't know. I only
saw it recently. Like, I only found it out recently. I found the place. I don't know. You have to dig it out.
It was Dre. It was Dre, wasn't it? Dre. It was Dre. Yeah. And he was saying it. So this was straight from Dre's mouth. So
he has no reason to bullshit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that is gonna bring new life to Forgot About Dre for me after 20 years or whatever. That's crazy.
Yeah, when you listen to that, like you have no clue.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You just can't tell. So that's how I like with the Beat Kings acapellas. I feel like you never know when you're gonna get the next Forgot About Dre. You know what I mean? Like someone gonna maybe release a remix of their song, and that's the one that blows up or whatever. You know, it's exciting to do it that way.
Yeah, because I sent an acapella to Beat Kings like quite a few months ago now, and like everyone was like making different versions of it, and I was loving it because it was like it's not necessarily like the kind of style I would have taken it, but I liked some of them where the producer took my vocal, you know, and there were loads of cool versions of it, and having to pick one or two, like one out of all of them was really difficult, but it's such a cool thing, like such a cool thing when they build a beat around your vocal. And I've done this before with Ghosty because I sent him a vocal before, and he made a whole beat out of it, and he ended up using a bit of the beat as an instrumental as a challenge, and like someone else jumped on. We ended up getting another rapper on the beat as well, so it's crazy. It opens up so many doors. It's such a cool way of doing things. I like it. It's not a way I was ever familiar with, but it is cool when people can do that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what's up, Beat Kings. This week is the aforementioned MC Paranoia. It's a song off of his last album called Lie and Legalized, I believe. And you could see what you could cook up beneath that. The original producer is Jerome Duffy. Yeah. But, you know, see what you could cook up to that thing. I may if I have some time, because I'm very familiar with the fucking with the verse. I listened to the whole shit like 500 times. So, you know, that's exciting. Sub, I don't know. Obviously, you're plugging this, but anything else for the folks to look forward to, or where to? I don't know.
Not really. I just, I mean, for the UK people, like anyone that can make it down to the gig in Brighton on July the 4th at the Water Bear venue.
Shit! That's the official date for this Rook thing.
Yeah,
4th of July. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, like,
Thursday night, isn't it?
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll get a few people down there. Like, I think Gates is coming down.
Gates.
Gates coming down, and a few others hopefully. But we're looking forward to it. And I think we've pretty much got a set together. Like, we just need to kind of I'll let you and Rook have a conversation another time about the beats that you were saying about earlier. But
great, more work for me. No, I'll just play. Anything you need as far as help for your show, I could not be more excited. I've put together some people's shows. I put together Bison's show, Star in Life, sold out, like, you know, 800-person show out here. I put together some of our folks' shows, so you know, cool. I look forward to any way I could help, because that shit's gonna bang.
Thank you, bro. Sweet.
Anyway, so thank you guys. That's Sub2Fuge. Again, it's available exclusively on Bandcamp. Every buck for this one is going to Rook's trip to help to make this performance happen. It's a bitch of a trip to get over there, and it only, what was I doing here? My thumb, I had some shit going. And is a pound the same thing as a quid?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's only like £5 for this damn for this project. Pick that shit up. Good thing it wasn't 9, because if it was 9 quid, you'll get this little girl on you. Y'all seen her?
Silly. Just 2 ice cream.
I saw this today.
Chewing gums in it. Yeah. For bloody £9 for 2 of them. £9.
£9.
Yeah, no way. One that comes with my strings either £1 a piece or £2. Like, he's gonna get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't
You
it?
should know. And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash. Bloody hell.
That's well bad, isn't it?
Bloody well, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, you can hear me.
Boy, £9 for some ice cream. Bloody hell. So it's not for less than whatever this girl's ice cream cost. You can pick up this damn pick up this project. If you'd like to throw them a couple of extra chips, PayPal's up top at Rook's Life Music. Yo, let's make this shit happen. Anyone who knows me and in the community knows that I think that the most important thing is to make our little online community happen in real life as well. And so I've had the pleasure of getting to do that with some of our Instagram folks. No one, like, I think all of us probably thought that Rook and Sub had already hooked up in real life. So it's like, there's no reason why this should not happen. Let's help these folks out. And also, though, just pick up the project because it's great for fucking... If you like bars, if you like hooks, if you like beats, if you need something to get your blood flowing, it's all there, man. That's all I got.
Thank you, bro.
Cheers, bro. We appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Appreciate you having us on, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Any damn time. Anytime. The video will be, or actually, yeah, I'll send you the video on hold too. It'll be kind of big because it's like 2 hours, but I'll download it. I'll send you the vid. I'll put it up on YouTube and Twitch, and I'll be back on Sunday for another Sunday on Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific. Whatever o'clock that makes the UK, but we tend to be on till late ass, But shout out to you guys. What a great project. I'm going to be rebumping it again, like I said, on my run today to see how it works and out there. So I look forward to it. That's Subterrane for Rook. I am High Sunday, and this has been another listening sesh.
Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in.
Shit, I forgot I had sounds and shit. Goddamn applause. Hell yeah, we outside. Yeah.